hard team to guard on paper, and now that you saw it on the court?
I mean, they one of the best scoring teams in the country. So, and you know, I said it to the TV guy before the game. And the thing you can't do is you can't get too far behind, because coming back on them, even if you come back, they'll make a tough shot. You know what I mean? They can just, they just throw it to some guy, he scores it. So I mean, that's what they do. I mean, you know, so in the first half, you pretty much play one-on-one. Throw it to a guy, all right, beat your man. So I mean, they make tough shots. That's what they do. That's why they score the way they score.
How big a difference was the rebounding too? I mean, they out rebounded by 17.
Well, one of the things that killed us too, when we actually got back in the game, we gave up some big rebounds in big parts of the game. Where you give them another chance to score, they're going to score. So we didn't come up with any loose. They beat us to every loose ball, loose rebound, which was big in the game because it was at bad times in the game. So that was one of the only thing too, because you can't keep giving them opportunities to score the ball. You really can't. They miss, you got to be able to do it and come back down. Second half, we kept pace with them scoring. That's why it was the way we sort of made it a little bit of a comeback. But in the second half, we lost some big rebounds, and they came and scored the ball.
Bruiser, Tavon missed the last two and gave you a good game tonight. Could you talk about him?
No, he was fine. I mean, he was good tonight. To be honest with you, from watching him on, and he's still laterally is not good. I mean, I told him his three-point shot was, he don't usually make three-pointers, but I get on him all the time because he shoots one-legged three-pointers, but he couldn't do that tonight. So he actually made them. So, but I mean, he gave me all he could. I mean, this morning was the first time it worked out, and I asked him, you want to give it a go, and he said, yeah, and he was fine. I kept asking him during the game, you okay? I was going to take him out. But he was like, no, I'm fine. But you can tell he just can't, he limped pretty much, and he can't move laterally. Which hurts us defensively, because I actually think he's the best defensive player, defensive guard that we got.
How difficult is it for your guys to not only have to score, but they got to guard their guys at the other end? Like
Well, I told him. I told him, I said, guys, it's going to be one of those games. It's going to be man on man on. That's the way they play. You're going to have your opportunities to score against them. So in the first half, I was like, yo, guys, first half, they're just saying, okay, all right, we're going to beat you, now you beat us, so you got to do it. We got a couple guys out there that don't score the ball like their guys. So, they did some things. They stepped up on it. People made some guys, like, shoot some shots, to start. But, that's their thing. I mean, that's what they do. They try to outscore you. So they do. And you know it. You got to keep pace with them. If you don't keep pace with them, then they're going to score baskets, because that's what they do.
Hey, Bruiser, you know the tough time Monte's gone through down there. I mean, his first few years were really rough. What do you think about the way he's just kind of gotten the program that Delaware turned around and, made that team as hard to beat as they have become in comparison to how they were, a few years ago?
It's not Kentucky or anything like that. You don't keep rolling them out. You know what I mean? But the guys he's worked hard. And you got to get a good player like Savin, and then you get three on top of him. I mean, that's what keeps you going a little bit. And so he's done a good job, because he's worked hard, done a good job in recruiting, and he got good enough players to win in the league. That's what it's all about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not trying to get a quick fix. I always tell them, dude, you should love those guys down there. They took their time with you, because that usually doesn't happen.
Right.
But now they're paying, they're getting repaid for their patience and what he's done. So, but he's been working hard. He's working hard. He's had his ups and downs. I think he learned from his first part of the team, because he took a lot of transfers.
Right.
And I think in a way he sort of said, try to get a quick fix. And he realized that wouldn't work. And he's got better because he recruited guys. Even back to, what's the big kid name that graduated last year?
Higgins.
You know what I mean? Bring some guys in, develop them, they got better.
Right.
You know what I mean? He brought a group in, Usher is a good transfer for him. But,
Oh, yeah.
He's been a great transfer for him. But the other guys have been guys that they've sort of recruited when he started getting his things back together. He recruited them and built them up. And I think that's what it's all about. And we talked about that actually a few times, when he was really getting it. Build your program. Don't try to quick fix it. That don't always work all the time.
Right.
But like I said, they were patient with him. And he got good guys. He deserves it. He's worked hard. He's done a really good job.
Appreciate that, Bruiser. Thank you.